Welcome to the Jaguar Podcast, a show where we discuss all things related to Duval County's finest NFL football team, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Move 42, set, fight!
Duval, baby! Hey everybody, this is Andrew and welcome to episode 59 of the Jaguar Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be discussing the decision to hire former Washington Redskins head coach Jay Gruden as the Jacksonville Jaguars offensive coordinator. So let's jump into it. You know, off the bat, I have a few reservations about this decision. I think part of that is that I live in the DC metro area in Virginia, so I have to listen to Washington Redskins fans bitch and complain about how Jay Gruden was a bad head coach. So, I think that's part of it. I feel like I just can't get away from the bitching and complaining about Jay Gruden by Washington Redskins fans, and then the Jaguars go ahead and hire him. So it's like, I feel like I can't get away from Jay Gruden. But, besides that, I also don't think Jay Gruden was very well respected in the Washington Redskins locker room. So I think, if the Jaguars are trying to build a culture and, try to build up a locker room, Jay Gruden is just not going to be that guy. He's not a culture guy. He's not well respected. So I think head coach Doug Marrone is really going to have to shoulder the load there. And I think he can. I think he's very well respected in the Jacksonville Jaguars locker room. Running back Leonard Fournette had a lot of great things to say about head coach Doug Marrone. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. But I think on a positive note, Jay Gruden's going to bring a lot to this offense. I think Jay's a real great offensive mind. I think he's a great quarterback coach and does well with quarterbacks. I think he did a great job in Cincinnati with Andy Dalton while he was there from 2011 to 2013. I think during all three of those seasons, they went to the playoffs as well. So that's really great. I'm hoping that he really just revitalizes this offense. The Jaguars just were not good last season. I think they were ranked 26th in the NFL for offense. That's just terrible. So I'm really hoping Jay can just kind of bring a spark to this offense. I'm hoping he kind of brings a lot of changes to our play calling. I don't think our play calling was very good last season. We were kind of running these like screen passes, and I feel like we just got out-coached offensively in a lot of our games last season. We didn't run the ball a lot, so that just wasn't good. We underutilized running back Leonard Fournette. So I'm hoping that Jay runs the ball more, can pound the football and kind of tire out some of these opposing defenses. And, I think that Jay hopefully develops Gardner Minshew. And I'm hoping that, he can really help develop him. And I think, Gardner Minshew has a lot of great talents that, Jay can utilize. Gardner is a great runner. He can scramble. He can also throw the ball. He has a, pretty decent arm. We saw some nice deep balls from Gardner Minshew in the last two games. So that was pretty awesome. I'm hoping Jay can really help develop Gardner to be that next, top caliber quarterback. So, I'm hoping that, Jay kind of changes up some of the play calling too. We see maybe introduce some of these more college-like style plays where, their RPOs, their read options, kind of confuse the defense, because I feel like we didn't really do that last season. It was a little disappointing. So I'm hoping that, Jay can really help us there. But, let me know how you feel about this decision. Leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Subscribe to the channel. Go Jags, and I'll see you next time.
Let me get that. JYD coming up with the big sack. Quarterbacks beware, we on the prowl. Game day night, you could hear it in our growl. Intimidation on to keep their hearts racing. Eating other teams live on TV front of the nation. Spectacular defensive scheme.
This episode is available on the Jaguar Podcast YouTube channel. So if you stop by, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. Also, these episodes are available on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and other major podcast distributors as well. So if you don't mind, please leave me a review and some feedback. I'd really appreciate that. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, my Twitter handle is @JagWarPodcast. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. This is Andrew signing off. Cheers.